advice or tips do you have for folks that are maybe just getting started growing organically and they're really focusing on, they want a better taste to come out of there, they want a better smell to be produced from these plants? What's some advice you have for them?
I'd say like the first kind of easy step is make sure you have enough aeration in your soil. Make sure that you maintain it wet. You need to keep living soil moist. There are some habits that people learn from growing hydroponically that don't translate to living soil cultivation. One of them is letting your soil dry out too much. And there probably will be people that disagree with me and want to talk about root respiration, drybacks and stuff like that. And I'd be happy to get into that conversation with people. But you need to keep living soil wet. One is because bacteria needs to be moist. It needs to have a solution, a space to exist, a media, which is water, to exist in and to multiply in. All of living soil processes are so much dependent on bacteria and biology that when they start getting dry, they stop functioning properly. The rhizophagy cycle is very dependent on moisture. Keep your soil wet, keep your soil aerated. That is I see it so much. So I have a Patreon where I help people and they post images and stuff like that. I see people just drying out their soil too much all the time. Just make sure you have enough biology, make sure you keep it wet, and make sure that you have good drainage. If you can do that, you could just water only. If you had enough soil, you could water only and grow a plant completely to finish in living soil. If you're having a small soil mass, it's going to be very difficult and you will have to add nutrients. And it's going to be very difficult to keep nutrients balanced in a small pot. Living soil really wants large soil masses, moisture, and drainage and biology. That's like the stepping stone for growing living soil. And some people really struggle with that. But that's it. That's like the beginner step that I recommend to people. And then you can get into like fermenting and, adding different profiles and stuff like that. After you learn about it, it's a lot of fun to do these things. People like to get ahead of themselves, but you can make mistakes. You can introduce pathogens. You can add too much of an enzyme and cook your roots or kill your worms, kill your microarthropods. It can be complicated. So just start with a lot of soil, keep it moist, keep it draining, add simple inoculants like earthworm castings and insect frass. If you want to use bokashi, that's great. Use cover crops, companion plants to provide like that diversity of root exudates like we had discussed earlier. And you can just water it. You can just water it. I did a full run in a tent in like a 4x4 bed in a tent, and it was just water, companion plants, soil with 9 plants in it, and that was it, and it was great. It worked out great. I didn't have to do anything to it. Super simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrowIt15 to save on any of their products.